You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Where and how to get your All Hail the Queens tickets. Go to our website, queenofthering.tv. In the top of the menu bar on the right-hand side, you press Buy Tickets, and it'll take you directly to where you can buy a ticket for All Hail the Queen. Don't forget, man, print out your ticket so you can bring it to you at the event, and you're good to go. Don't forget, man, if you don't got a debit card or a credit card, you can get a prepaid card to get your tickets. And don't forget,
Booty thicker than a sweeter than a mango.
Alright, so it's your girl Shooney the rapper on behalf of 15 Minutes of Fame. So we are here with critically acclaimed Debo.
The greatest I ever lived.
From Queen of the Ring, and I'm also from Queen of the Ring.
Yay!
Nah. So Debo, what's been going on?
What's been going on with you?
I'm chilling. How's
Okay.
2017 been treating you so far?
Actually, very well. You know, we put out a lot of sparring sessions, man, and they've been, people have been very receptive to them, and we've been doing our thing, man. Salute to all the new girls that's coming out.
Where did you find these new girls? Was it you? Was it a collective effort?
It was a collective effort, you know what I'm saying? It was me. Shout out to Tia S, you know what I'm saying? She helped me out too. And some of the girls I've been to, like probably like a year or two prior and stuff like that. It just wasn't the right time to put them on and shit. But now it's the right time, I guess. The moons and the stars aligned, and here we are.
Okay. So for these girls, did you make them go through any type of training, or what did you need to see? Like, how did you go about really selecting them? Once you did it, what did you ask for? What was the requirement?
Well, I just needed to see their footage beforehand before we even put them on the brand. Because you know how we do, man. We got to have quality and excellence. And for some reason, it's always like when they get on Queen of the Ring, they was okay. But when they got on Queen of the Ring, they just skyrocketed, took off with the material they had. So I'm happy and elated. So, to the girls that we know, you put their battles out. We put out Cheddar versus Torture, Dina Braz versus Passporter, Beatrice versus Mo Murder.
I thought it was
They say meat rice. Right, they say meat and rice, or meat, but it's like Beatrice, but it's Beatrice.
Gotcha.
Versus Mo Murder, and we just put out one yesterday, which is Flawless versus Miss Lisa.
Okay, so for the last Queen of the Ring event, they didn't know who their opponents were, correct?
No.
Okay, so what made you do it that way instead of the past way that you used to do it, where they, they knew who they were battling?
Well, because for one, a lot of girls be like, it just won't show for whatever reason, and
Gotcha.
We'll get an abundance. We'll get like 18 girls, and probably 6 or 7 will call out and be like, I can't do it, or won't this show just for whatever reason. But we still have enough girls to pair up together and battle. And if a girl that I have against another girl, one don't show up and she knows she's supposed to be battling, she only has material for that specific girl.
Makes sense.
So we just say, fuck it, man, just have material for anybody that's just on this card and shit and get crazy. And that worked out because, like I said, we had 18 and 20 girls, and I can count probably like a good 6 or 7 that didn't show up. But God works in mysterious ways, man. It worked to our benefit because the battles that we got are so crazy. That
So what do you think are some of the reasons that once someone's selected to do a sparring session that they don't show up? Is it that they're not getting paid, or they're nervous? What are some of the reasons they give you?
Well, that's a good ass question, man.
I know. This is what I do. I'm just saying.
You're good at this.
I know. This is my life. 15 Minutes of Fame. I need to be on the payroll at some point. We'll talk about it later. You know what I mean? I'll sign my contract later with Guy Felt the Thigh. So go ahead. Answer that question.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, what I wanted to address is a lot of people, early. There's like it's a small circle with this battle rap shit. When they see like a flyer go up and they see certain people's names and stuff like that, and they're about to get their start, certain people in entourages will probably come call these girls and be like, oh, nah, don't do it because, he doesn't do this, or this is going to happen, and he's a tyrant, he's territorial and all that, which I am, but at the end of the day, none of these girls can say I don't treat them right, So for whatever reason that these people, these handlers or entourages or people in their camps, whatever, will say, don't do X, Y, and Z, it's their loss, because they'll wind up calling me and be like, yo, I can't make it for whatever reason, and yada, yada, yada. They say whatever the excuse is, but I know through the grapevine or somebody will tell me like this is the real reason, right? Gotcha. So they wind up not doing it, and then they got egg on their face because the girls that we put out are so crazy with it, and getting, a lot of kudos and fame YouTube wise, that they mad. I had a couple, 1 or 2 or 3 of them call me back and be like, yo, am I still able to? And I'll be like,
yeah,
it's whatever.
He was a no call, no show. Yeah,
Right.
I kind of don't want to use that. Okay. So now you're putting out the second event, right? March 11th.
March
for
11th.
the sparring session young ladies. And they now have opponents. They know who they're battling.
Yes.
So how did you go about picking these matchups? I don't remember the card.
Well, we for that, a lot of people, I listen to the fans, you know what I'm saying? They be like, I want to see this person versus this person. So, we pretty much 80% of the time give them what they want. And these girls are just starting, so it's easy to tell them, okay, you're gonna battle this person. Not saying that they don't gotta say so, but you just starting. This is who you battling and whatnot. Make it happen. Make it a fire battle. So they right now they writing for their battle, Heir to the Throne, March 11th. That's what they're doing right now.
Okay. So then you also have the card on March 12th, right? Crazy card, right? So, you read those comments and you're big into social media,
right.
Which we'll talk about my next question. But how did you go about picking those matchups? Because you got a lot of vets, right? You got some people there. You got some people that are not quite vets yet, but they're kind of at the peak.
Right.
How did you pick up those? Because some of those matchups were seen as, a little bit off. How did you go about that?
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna take the credit for that. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Baz put a lot of that card together.
Okay.
And shout out to her, and she's learning now. You know what I'm saying, how to pick and choose and do matchups and stuff, man. And it's just matchups that some wanted to see. Like, say for yours, for instance, C3 versus Shooney the rapper we got right here.
Style clash, right?
Style clash is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an experiment within the making, but it's a big experiment. When I say experiment, I'm just saying, like, if this works, there's gonna be a gang of more style clashes. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you just killing shit left and right. So they like, oh shit, Shooney is like getting crazy out here. Like, I've been said this. Like, Shooney gets crazy. Like, what do you, just because she says a personal bar here and there, don't think she don't got bars. She got bars. So when I put
Shooney's pretty dope.
Right, she's dope, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you put Shooney versus a C3, we're gonna see what happens now. You know what I'm saying? Because C3 is like she's crazy with it.
She is one of the best pens.
You know what I'm saying? And she could freestyle her ass off and shit. But little do niggas know, you get crazy with the rebuttals too. You know what I'm saying? So
let's refer to me in the third person. I'm professional right now.
Okay, got it. So little do they know Shooney the rapper.
Exactly.
She fire with the rebuttal.
Well,
I think you got the most. I think Shooney the rapper has the most fire rebuttal in Queen of the Ring history.
I know, Rex with the ear, right? That was crazy. And then you guys know the history. I slept with him. We won't go into that.
Yeah,
but so now to my next question, right? So you're heavy on social media, right? Which sometimes can be the gift and a curse for you, right? People want to talk to you, they want to hear from you. But then you have times where people are like, shut the fuck up and get that owner off of the page because you're in everything. How do you feel about social media? Do you feel like it's the right thing to do? Sometimes you end up having to apologize for the things you said, like how you're... Not that you're an emotional guy, but you say what you feel at the moment.
Passionate guy.
Exactly. There we
go.
But
a lot of people don't know I used to be an artist and stuff like that, so I don't really come from a CEO's point of view a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they don't understand that because the only thing they know me is as a CEO. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I can understand where people are coming from when how they see certain things. And if I do apologize, it's only because I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of I don't make excuses for it. I don't apologize a lot.
I mean, you make a post and then 10 minutes later it's like, you know what, I spoke to my partners and I just want to apologize to y'all. It's not right of me. I'm going to stay on social media. He leaves the groups and he comes back.
Only apologize to my girls if I said anything out of, saying why I feel like, okay, that wasn't needed to be said on social media.
So the final question I have for you, right, about the upcoming event and everything that Queen of the Ring has
March 12th.
Right? March 12th, March 11th.
All hail the Queen.
Huge. You left. You retired. We made a campaign and everything. We're glad you're back. But how the hell did you get back? I mean, who was it? Like, what happened?
It was you.
Was it me?
Yes.
I told you, refer to me in the third person.
It was Shooney the rapper.
Okay.
I apologize.
She didn't do it alone, but...
Well, Shooney the rapper, salute to her, salute to Farrah, salute to all the girls, man. Salute to 40, salute to E-Heart, salute to Official, salute to, all of them, man.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all for just,
So
I appreciate the girls for letting me know You know what I'm saying? Got much love for me and shit. And I'm the man. 50 grand.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? I better never go nowhere.
So
and
the
shit.
question is, now that you're back, right? Before you officially leave again, what is the lasting legacy that you want for Queen of the Ring or Debo?
Fuck my legacy, man. I want the Queen of the Ring to have a legacy as far as like females being put on and doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all busting these numbers out, man. It's unfortunate, man, that we don't get paid as much as the guys do and shit like that when they're doing their thing. But that's because, you know, like male battle rap fans are not in tune with female battle rap and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but we still breaking down doors and making things happen. So with that said, man, the legacy is just I want to have Queen of the Ring, man, be up there and be known for what it is. It's just added to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I made a statement about battle leagues that's just gonna be up in here, up and gone and shit. They don't add to the culture. They just getting battlers from different places and putting in. It's not no. I wouldn't say necessarily culture vultures, but they
I would
are
call
some.
it that because they're pop-up leagues. Like we have like places have pop-up shops. You can't be a pop-up league like you're here today going tomorrow. We went to Cali on that bullshit.
I will tell you this, which is real dope on our part is I could sit down with any CEO and blow them out the water by saying I found more artists and put them on in over 100K than any other CEO or owner in battle rap. From URL, King of the Dot, any of them. I could sit down at a chair right now with Beasley, right now with Organic, or Irv, whoever, and be like, I found more artists, unknown artists than you have, and put them over, you know what I'm saying, 100K and shit like that. There's no disrespect to them. It's just the accolades that Queen of the Ring has, you know what I'm saying? Because we caught lightning in the bottle.
Make sure you put the statistics on the back, okay? Because we're not sure about that. We haven't validated any of this.
Shooney the rapper, Shayna Ashley, Pharaoh.
No, you're right.
Jazz the rapper, E
Official.
Hart. Like you seen them, you seen them on no other brand but Queen of the Ring. What other league done that?
I mean, I don't know much, so I believe you.
Listen, man, Queen of the Ring is added to the culture. We have, not you have, we have.
Third person,
but Shooney the rapper, wherever you at, we have. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
We've done
change.
We changed the game. Yes, ma'am.
You've been amazing. Thank you for sitting down with me. This is behind the scenes, right? Shooney the rapper.
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame. Debo.
15 minutes of fame. Give me a job too, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yo, where you can't leave yet?
Here we go. No questions. This guy.
You know I don't fuck around. I love you, Debo.
I already signed out. What kind of questions you ask?
I got one question.
Same question. She already asked a bunch of questions.
A really important question. Your stock drop. Is your stock back up now, or what is it going to take for you to get your stock back up?
Stock drop. Oh yeah. My stock is up. I don't know.
Well, loan me a couple of dollars.
You owe me a couple dollars right now. We're back to Shooney the rapper.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about no stock drop or raising and stuff like that. I just give a fuck about my girls, man. Just making sure they get on and doing what they doing, man. That's all it is. Well, you know, keeping an eye on the property.
But let's not be so humble. The stock is up, though.
Yeah, the stock, we doing our thing, but listen, man, don't get fucked up off of that shit with Watch the Throne too, man. That was just a mishap and an isolated incident. You know what I'm saying? It's not. We're the only female battle league out here. Where the fuck are we going? You know what I'm saying? Female battle rap lives and dies by us. You know what I'm saying? So if we take a vacation,
I'm gonna walk off this. No, I'm joking. I kid.
But female battle rap lives and dies by these girls, man, and these girls are a big part of Queen of the Ring. Look at Jazz the Rapper versus E Hart, man, crazy battle. You know what I'm saying? You welcome, Beasley, crazy battle, and shit. And right now it started off URL off of 2017, and they damn near on 500K. You know what I'm saying? The people that was on that same card is not gonna get as many views as Jazz and E Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Queen of the Ring has saved many a card. Look at King of the Dot, Disaster versus Official. Come on. Look at Black Ice. You know what I'm saying? They use, you know what I'm saying, Shooney and Bonnie the Rapper. Shooney the Rapper and Bonnie
the Rapper.
Yeah, we almost had the battle again. Bonnie the Rapper? Like, come on.
I'm sorry.
You know, make sure you don't cut this out. I realized the other day I was thinking about Chance, the rapper, and I was like, holy shit, he stole my goddamn name.
No, he's not true. He stole Shooney the Rapper's name.
I'm the rapper, but he's the, whatever. So now Jazz has to change her name too. It's rough.
But nobody can refute that the female battle rap has changed. You know, battle rap.
That's an SAT word. I see you out here.
Highly intelligent. I'm collegiate. I went to collegiate. Went to Mercy College. There you go.
Make sure you fact check that as well. We're not sure.
Nah, but everything's good.
3.8 GPA.
You back to normal. The new car's coming out, puts you back
Yeah.
until you do something else that makes.
Yeah, because I'm liable to do something else crazy and shit.
Absolutely.
And
I heard you talking
fall
about
the
that
fuck back
Until he
off.
retires again.
I do that on purpose. You feel me? I'm gonna do some crazy shit and fall the fuck back off so I can come back in 2018 and do something.
Hilarious.
But yeah, we're gonna have an NHB3, man, real soon too, man. You know, we're gonna do some things, man. We looking good right now. We looking good. March 12th is a hell of a card, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see that Shooney the Rap in C3. Not saying that because Shooney the Rap is around somewhere and shit, but
Yeah, she was
no
here
disrespect to
earlier.
nobody, but that battle right there has done with
C3 sitting on bars too.
Yeah, she got a whole lot of ass. She's sitting on it.
Yo!
Just saying.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
15 minutes of fame radio. We're now stepping into 15 minutes of fame radio. Yeah.
That's my motherfucking jam right there.